Australia is struggling to gain any traction with President Trump on tariff relief despite the Foreign Minister's trip to Washington. Live to Trudy McIntosh in Canberra. Trudy, good morning. So has the government given up any hope here?
Well, at least not publicly, Pete. We've seen the Foreign Minister once again making the case for Australia here. We have the free trade agreement, the trade surplus, which means we shouldn't be facing these tariffs at all. We have seen Donald Trump, the first of these trade deals, though, the first country doing this, Vietnam. There has been a significant reduction in what Donald Trump was threatening in terms of these tariffs. It was going to be 46%. It's dropped to 20%. Transshipping, though, will face a higher barrier at 40%. That's in essence designed to stop cheap Chinese goods going through Vietnam and then on to the US. The US doesn't face any tariffs going into Vietnam. As for Australia, we face that 10% baseline tariffs. The argument has been for some time that we're not worse off because no country has a better deal than that. The Foreign Minister was pressed, though, as to whether Australia should be trying to leverage critical minerals in a sort of quid pro quo with the President. So far, that hasn't clearly proven persuasive enough in the White House. This was the Foreign Minister sitting down with our colleague Laura Jays from AIM Agenda.
The US has a trade surplus with us, and
yes.
Whilst
we keep on reminding them.
Well, I think it's an important set
I do too.
of facts. We see the strategic benefit in critical minerals. We recognise that assuring those supply chains is important for Australia, it's important for the US. We have more work to do on how that might work with the United States and with friends and partners.
But they're interested.
They are interested and we are interested.
Australia, like other allies, is forced to look very closely at how Donald Trump is doing this sort of deal-making. We've seen how Canada was forced to roll over when it comes to its own digital service tax on the big tech giants at the weekend because the President was threatening to walk away from trade talks. The Foreign Minister was pressed on the influence of the tech giants on Donald Trump.
Tech bros here in the US are really in Trump's ear. They're hugely influential. How does that sit with you?
Look, Australia will take an approach on taxation that we believe is in our national interests. Obviously, there are always people with different views. We believe in a reasonable tax system, and that's what we'll continue to implement.
As for the much-anticipated potential of a first face-to-face with the President and our Prime Minister, still no locked-in timing for that. The Foreign Minister, Pete, saying Australia is being flexible.